We are back for another video. Today we're going to be reacting to a transformation this guy did in 75 days.
Two 45-minute workouts, a strict diet with no alcohol, drink 1 gallon of water, read 10 pages of a nonfiction book, and take a daily progress photo. Those are the rules of 75 Hard, and January 1st marked day one of quite possibly the most difficult challenge that I have ever attempted.
Let's do it! Stop being so scared!
My goal is simple. I want to have a six-pack by summer so I can look sexy for my wife.
I've never had a six-pack, and let's be honest, I kind of let myself go at the end of last year. But the question is, can I get a
His
six-pack
body fat is not bad, bro.
by the end of this challenge?
My current weight at the start of this challenge is 162 pounds.
Pretty solid.
Now, I'm not targeting a weight goal for this challenge. The best way to measure this is going to be through my body fat percentage.
In order to properly measure this, I got a DEXA scan at BodySpec, where I discovered that I am currently sitting at 6.
These aren't too accurate. You know, it depends on how bloated you are. If you're taking creatine, your muscles are going to fill up with more water. It's not too accurate.
16.6% body fat. And according to Grok, if I want abs, I'm gonna need to bring that down to the 10 to 12% body fat range.
That's what I'm trying to get right now. 10 to like 12. Yeah, around there.
Possible in 75 days. But you know what? Nothing good comes easy, so it's time to lock in. In order to make this work, I'm gonna need to build habits that stack on top of each other, like little reminders that are gonna get me to the next one. That way, I'm not gonna make any mistakes. First habit that I need to conquer is waking up at 5 a.m. every single day. There's something about waking...
Nah, you don't need to do this, though. Like, you don't need to do this. Sleep is so important. Your ass need to focus on resting, like recovering, and then going hard in the gym and in your runs if you're doing 75 hard, and in nutrition. So just cutting your sleep. I mean, as long as you're going to sleep early, you're going to be good, but that's not good, bro.
Early that just initiates the day in a positive way. Next, I'm gonna do an ice bath every single morning that I'm home. The ice bath just feels like a nice way to like force myself to suffer first thing in the morning. Shocks my system and says, dude, stop being a baby and get it done. For my reading, I'm trying to read the entire Bible this year, so I'm gonna be doing that after my ice bath every single morning. My first workout is gonna be a run every single morning around 7 to 7:30 a.m. My second workout, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, is gonna be lifting in my garage. If I want abs, I'm gonna have to lift some weights. My second workout, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, is going to be cycling in my garage. Cycling gives me an opportunity to continue to build my aerobic base without putting any impact.
Cycling is so good, bro. Like I'm getting into running right now, and I know it's not good for my knees and my joints, but cycling is actually like one. If you're trying to do cardio right now and you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to, like, you know, push yourself and it won't hurt your joints as much, cycling is that thing, bro. It's good.
My legs. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm also going to be training for the Boston Marathon while I do this.
That's simply my daily schedule of activities, but in order for this to work properly, I have to be fueling with the right foods as well. My strict diet is going to consist of as much protein as I can possibly get, which I didn't realize at first. I was way under eating protein. The first few weeks were a drag as I dialed in my routine and noticed very little results, especially visually, which can be super disappointing. But it's literally called 75 Hard, not 75 easy.
We are officially 21 days into this challenge. Yeah, I mean, overall, I'm feeling really good. The diet is super dialed.
That's actually where I'm at right now. By the fact, that looks so good right now because I'm starving. That's exactly where I'm at right now, around day 20-ish. And, bro, I feel great. It's just, you don't see the difference in the mirror, but, like, even my Fitbit, like, it's loose on me. Like, I might have to go down a strap next time, like next week or something, because it's starting to like move a lot when I run. So it's just crazy. You don't see it, but things are happening to your body that you're not aware of.
I was in Paris for an entire week. I definitely think visually looking better, looking leaner. I can start to see like my top 2 abs here getting a little bit more vascular. Good signs as we're almost a third of the way through.
Having a solid routine is really the game changer for this type of challenge. My alarm goes off at the same time every single morning without fail, and everything just falls into place. However, my running mileage is increasing in pretty dramatic fashion, so it's about to get a whole lot more difficult.
Day 25. I can't believe I'm saying that. It is literally day 25 of 75 hard, I feel locked in on basically every single routine. My mileage is going up every week. And this week, my mileage is supposed to be 55 miles. Day 25 is kind of a huge moment. We're a third of the way through this challenge, so we're starting to hit some progress, guys, and it's looking really good.
I finished off January so strong, but I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I kind of plateaued physique-wise at the end of the month, which was definitely a mind game. But the whole point of this is to dig your heels in, even when it's difficult. And at the beginning of February, things got a lot more difficult.
Day 34, baby. Yeah, I am in Jamaica, actually. I can confidently tell you that traveling and doing 75 hard is not ideal.
Nope.
Another thing that's not ideal, staying at an all-inclusive resort for an entire week. I'm talking booze. I'm talking free ice cream. I'm talking free it is in the name. And everybody around me is going to be drinking alcohol. They're going to be eating deep-fried foods. They're going to be munching on yummy snacks and delicious desserts. Not this guy. It takes hard work to get it done, all right? And I'm locked in. I need to see abs at the end of this, okay? We're getting there, okay? We're getting there. But we have work to do.
And in that spirit, I did not miss a single workout for the entire week that I was in Jamaica with my family. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This was a true test of my willpower.
All right. You guys, it is freaking day 44. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Oh yeah, I think that my physique has really turned the corner. Before I was in Jamaica with my family, I definitely hit like a pretty solid plateau with my training, with my physique. That's where it's easy to give up. And going into Jamaica, I was feeling like my body hadn't made any progress in so long, and I just locked in. Tomorrow is the 30-day mark left, which means I have a little over a month to dial this in. The body is looking really lean. Starting to see a nice cut in my waistline, and yeah, I still have a little bit of fat here, but the fat is like, dude, it's so minimal. There's like almost nothing left to lose. But what I really want to do in these last 31 days is really cut this out.
My training for Boston is also starting to really pick up, which is only adding gasoline to the fire.
All right, it is 5:59 in the morning. Time to get this run started. Yeah, I probably wouldn't usually start while it's dark. I kind of hate running in the dark. But I have a shakeout run that my run club is hosting today before the Austin Marathon, which is tomorrow. I've got 20 miles on the docket, and all of them I want to be around 6:40 or faster. Let's get this freaking bread. Let's get...
Bro, that's insane, dude. That's freaking insane. I'm doing a half, and I'm prepping for 9
freaking miles.
This is the run where I feel like a switch was flipped in my brain. There's no way of saying this other than I have never been this physically fit and felt this good running at this pace in my entire life. On top of that, my run club hosted our first ever shakeout, and the next day I got to cheer my wife on for her second marathon, which she casually PR'd at.
Wow. I am actually kind of in disbelief right now. 20 miles at 6:29 pace. That's a 250 marathon and a little less than 30 days left on the challenge. So I'm really excited about just like what 75 hard has done up to this point for my body's performance. Day 48. Let's get this bread.
Dude, that's definitely the hardest part of the day. Like, I'm doing cold showers because I don't have a cold plunge yet. I'm going to buy one. Brother, every time you don't want to get in. You don't want to get in. It's every day. It's a battle. You don't want to get in, but you got to do it. And especially if you're running, if you're prepping like he's doing, you got to do it. It's so good for your legs.
5 a.m. It's day 48 of 75 hard, and I am in a 37-degree ice bath day. I am going to body spec to see where my body's at. I think I'm at a point where I am at my lowest body fat percentage that I've ever been, and potentially the highest muscle mass that I've ever been in my entire life, which is huge. And I still have 27 days left to really dial it in.
With just less than a month left, I did my second check-in at Body Spec to see what kind of progress that I've made so far. And I'm not gonna lie, it got me pretty amped.
I'm up here here, 13.3% body fat. Dang, fat mass down 6 pounds. That is actually insane. That is wild. That is crazy. All right, so basically 3% body fat change at 13.3%. I'm pretty stoked on that. Holy crap. I'm in disbelief. That that is bonkers. Yeah, I think you could say that the results are pretty freaking exciting. As excited as I am about those numbers, I'm literally the fittest that I've ever been. However, I have a lot of work to do. My plan going forward, no more snacking, add the mileage up, baby. This week, we're gonna have 70 plus miles of running. Let's get that lean mass up. Let's get that fat mass down. Let's get that body fat percentage in the 10% zone.
At this point, my training for Boston is also picking up quite a bit, and my coach had a rather ridiculous workout on my schedule.
We're gonna be doing a fartlek workout. This is the first time that my coach has put fartleks on my schedule. Basically, it's gonna be 3 minutes on at 5:50 to 6 minute pace, and then 3 minutes off at 6:40 to 6:50 pace. All right, set number 2 is done. I picked up Tyler. Feeling good? Tyler's huffing and puffing. That's a good sign for my fitness, not for his, but that's okay with me. We got 9 left.
Tyler stayed with me for 6 of the reps, but I had to finish the workout with 5 more, and it's actually just insane how good I feel.
All right.
Average pace was 6 minutes and 19 seconds a mile, and honestly,
So good.
I can't believe I'm saying this, that felt really nice. That felt super smooth.
Yeah. I've been having this conversation with a lot of people. Is it actually really difficult right now? Are you super locked in? Are there moments when you wake up and you go, oh my gosh, that was so hard? And I'm finding that now that I literally am 53 days into this, that the challenge aspect of it feels super easy. It's a bit of a catch-22 because right now I feel like I'm kind of killing it on my routine. Obviously, my main sport is running. That's what I'm putting 95% of my focus into. The diet, the routine has helped increase my fitness so freaking much. I just had my best run, maybe.
Dude, I can't wait. My thing is I want to run a marathon this year. And I signed up for a half marathon in a month. So I have 4 weeks to train. And that's going to be the, next upcoming video, other than reactions. It's going to be that whole journey of like me making the decision, me calling my cousin to be like, hey, help me film this video. And he was like, nah, you know what? We're going to film this video together. I'm going to do it with you. Crazy. So I'm looking forward for that, dude, because I low-key, I've been locked in too, and I'm only 20 days in, and I'm already seeing a crazy difference, not only physically, but mentally. So, and physically, I mean when it comes to the workouts, because I still don't see it change, bro. People tell me, yeah, I see it, but I don't, bro.
Ever. 20 miles, super comfortable. Like, how is that comfortable on its own? But 20 miles at a 6:30 pace, 2 weeks in a row.
My goal at the beginning of this was to see if I could achieve a 6-pack by summer, something that I have never been able to do. But a crazy byproduct of all of this hard work is that I am quite literally in the best running shape of my life. But I still have 20 days left, and I don't have a 6-pack yet. I can't slow down now. If anything, I need to dig in even harder.
Busy day at the track. All right, it's a Wednesday. It is day 56. We're in the middle of the week. Today I'm going to be doing 8 miles at a true threshold effort. Brought some salty with me for hydration. Let's get to work.
My goal is basically to stay around a 5:30 mile for each rep, which less than 1% of men can do. So yeah, it's no easy task.
All right, so the warm-up is done. Dude, I think today's gonna be good. I think today's gonna be really good. I'm a little scared of 5:30s, but bro, what is there to be afraid of, man?
Facts.
Just do it. Stop being so scared.
All right, Tyler showed up for the rest of it. We got 6 miles left.
5 miles, 5:30. I'm getting redeemed.
Let's go!
The best way of describing this workout is that it was quite literally too easy. Each
Mile
rep
5?
seemed to be slightly easier than the last, and I think it just shows how much 75 Hard has built up my running fitness. Just 6 months ago, this would just not have been possible at all for me to complete.
5:23. Look at that face. That face says 523 all over it. Bro, cooked. Dude, that felt so good. 8 miles, 5:25 pace. Everything was controlled. Just felt fantastic. That's exactly where you want to be 7.5 weeks out from the marathon.
Isaiah is fit, baby. He is fit.
We got a 2:35 in Boston.
The funny thing is, during a typical build, I would just be done for the day. But 75 Hard demands a second workout. So I went home and I hopped on the bike after what was potentially my best run ever.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so pumped right now. It is day 58. My routine is on lock. I have less than 3 weeks left till the end of this. Yeah, the workout on Wednesday, I can't even explain to you guys just how freaking stoked it makes me. I am so fired up. We got 55 miles so far for the week. I just finished a workout. Had 8 miles on the trail this morning, followed by a 40-minute lift and then 20 minutes in the sauna. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a big day. I'm a little nervous, but I'm very excited.
On a physical challenge like this, it's pretty tough to see any results, especially on a day-to-day basis right away. But now looking back almost 7 weeks, I can tell that the best way to look at this is on a week-to-week basis. Your body can make a lot of progress in a single week. Now, obviously, I get pretty excited about my running times, and there is no question that those have gotten absolutely absurd. But the real question is, how is my body doing? Am I making any noticeable physique changes?
Oh, yeah. Right now, we are at day 62, which leaves us with 13 days left. Jumped on the scale today, and basically my scale said 151 pounds. But if I had to guess, I would guess that my body fat percentage is probably sitting around like low 12s, high 11s. Grok thinks it could be in the 10s, but I think...
Nah, you're like 13, 14. I think you were initially like closer to 20.
Grok is gaslighting me.
With just 2 weeks left on the challenge, I kind of have my work cut out for me. And it's going to be no easy task to get down to 10%. And to add to the difficulty, I have a couple more ridiculous runs up my sleeve.
Let's go, baby. This morning is one of the more intense workouts that I have for this build. I'm going to be doing 7 by 2K repeats. That's about 1.25 miles with a 90-second rest between sets.
How is this happening with every shoe?
I don't know, dude. Somehow I just like bleed through my shoes.
We'll say that was an average pace of 5:33. Come on. Slam freaking dunk! Oh my gosh. Bro, am I fit or am I fit? I'm sorry, that sounds so braggy, but I'm just so stoked.
With that workout complete and my toenail coming off, I knew that my mission has to be laser focused. My fitness is going up, which I can clearly see with every single run, and I haven't missed a single lift or cycle. Day by day, I'm completing each task, and at this point, it's almost like an addiction. I go to bed thinking about my next workout. I wake up at 4:50 in the morning, excited to attack the day. And I guess that's what's so potent about making measurable progress. Once you see results, it makes you more hungry to keep going. And before I knew it, I was approaching the final day. But the real question is, did I do it? Was I able to get to the 10% body fat range?
Guys, it is day 75. Wow. I can't believe I'm saying that, but this is the final day of this challenge. Obviously, it's 5 in the morning. I'm gonna hit the ice bath, gonna make some coffee, get my reading in, and then I've got 12 miles of running that I need to do this morning, as well as get a lift in. I'm probably gonna sit into the sauna after my lift. Absolutely grind out day 75.
This is it. I'm at Body Spec to see what my body fat percentage is at.
It felt like a lot was riding on the scan, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't at least a little bit nervous. Anywhere close to 10% will be a massive W in my opinion, and the scan just doesn't lie. Was all this hard work worth it? Was I able to get sexy for my wife? All joking aside, this challenge has instilled habits in me that I hope will last a lot longer than 75 days.
All right, guys, we are back at home. Now, when I first stepped on the scale, I was 162 pounds. I have put in so many hours, countless hours on multiple vacations. I have eaten no sweets. I have had...
If he can do it while he's traveling and like prepping for a marathon, bro, anybody can do it. That's crazy.
No alcohol. I have gotten up at 5 a.m., every single morning the last 76 days.
That's crazy.
I have taken an ice bath every single morning that I've been home the last 75 days. I have done 2 workouts every single day of this challenge. I am now down to 154.8 pounds. My fat mass was 26.5 pounds, is now down to 16.8 pounds. My lean mass went from 126.3 pounds up to 131.7 pounds, 5.4 pounds added muscle to this frame.
Nah. No way. In 2 months? Nah.
That is stupid. That is awesome. I went from 16.6% down to today 10.9% body fat.
Ooh.
What?
That's what I'm trying to get at.
That is the best I have ever been in my entire life. Too easy?